are back with 843 TV here in Beaufort County in downtown Beaufort, and now we're talking with Jean Felix, and you are with the Board of Voter Registration of Beaufort County. Did I get that right?
Board of Voter Registration and Elections of Beaufort County.
That's quite a title. So first of all, let's talk about what is this department and how does it work, and then your role.
My name is Jean Felix, like she said, and my role is the Training and Outreach Coordinator. So what I do is I will train all of the election workers that we have. I will train temporary staff that we have come in, and I do the community outreach events that we do. As an office, year-round, it's voter registration. It's kind of the whole point because people are moving all the time, moving within the county, moving from out of the county, moving from out of state. So our voter registration numbers are living and breathing. They're changing literally minute by minute.
Sure.
And so that's what we do year round. And of course, educating the public, because that is the number one thing, because people are confused about elections, especially if they come from somewhere else, because not every state does it exactly the same. And then of course, we put on the elections for every election we have, whether it's municipal, statewide, countywide, or a special election.
So people tend to sort of just focus on the big year elections, but in fact, every year there's an election. Tell us the date, how it falls, and what some of those elections might be for.
Okay, so every November there's an election, and according to state law, that date is the first Tuesday following the first Monday in November. So this year that happens to be November 4th, and in the odd years, it's predominantly just municipal elections, unless there's a school bond referendum that county council or the school board have put forth or something like that. So this year it's the town of Port Royal, town of Bluffton, town of Yemassee, and the municipal elections in the even years are city of Beaufort, town of Hilton Head, city of Hardyville, and then obviously those are the big years with like next year's the gubernatorial, and then a couple years after that is the presidential.
Right. So we want to stress to our viewers and residents, it's so important to vote for these small local elections. Tell us why that is.
Voting in the small elections is very important. I always say the local elections matter. Everybody wants to go out and they want to vote for governor or the senators or the presidents. But the local elections, those are the ones that really affect the residents day to day on the ground level. Those are the ones that affect your tax bill, affect if there's new properties going up, affect your day to day life. So I always urge people to please vote in the municipal elections if you're able to, because that's the other thing. Not everybody, just because your address says Beaufort, can you vote in the city of Beaufort elections.
Okay.
There are lines.
Explain about that, the boundary lines.
So there are boundary lines within, and we get lots of calls around municipal election times for this because they live in Port Royal, but they're not actually inside the town limits. So it's very important. Everybody gets a voter registration card. On that voter registration card, it does tell you if you're in a municipality. If you're not sure, you can call us. You can also go online and check this. When you go online to look up your voter registration at scvotes.gov, it'll tell you if you're in a municipality or not. But I always tell people, if you are not sure, please call us because we can look it up. You can come in and we can show you a map if you're unsure, because some people want to be, but they're just outside that line.
Yeah, so they can only vote really where they're qualified to vote, or however you might put it. So if someone moves within the county, then they do have to re-register, or how does that get adjusted?
If they move within the county, then if they go to the Department of Motor Vehicles and change their ID, there is a little box that they can check saying, I would like to register to vote, and then it will update it with us. If they forget to check the box, not sure if they check the box, they can go online to that scvotes.gov website and register online. But that's only if your driver's license or ID card through the DMV have been updated.
Okay.
Your other options are you can come into our office, you can print the application online and mail it to us. So there's lots of ways that you can do that.
So this is a lot of information. So we're going to take a break and we're going to come right back here. And so stay with us.